What's up guys? Today I wanna talk a little bit about the Pro features in iPhone Pro lineup as well as iPad Pro lineup, because some of you may actually be wondering if going Pro is worth it, if the Pro iPhone or Pro iPad is actually worth it, and what necessarily are these Pro products actually offer. So, to the point. But before we do, once again, I would really appreciate if you smash that subscribe button, smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. And now the first thing that actually Pro products bring opposingly to the starter lineup is actually a design. Because it's kind of more premium. There are some differences, regardless if we are talking about iPad or iPhone lineup. Like with iPad, you have slimmer bezels. That's the major thing, because right now we are all moving to that iPad Pro 2018 design, but the difference is still that the M1 iPad Pro, the 2021 iPad Pro, is still running the latest and greatest design with the slimmest bezel, as well as that newer looking camera system, more advanced camera system, but about that also later. But again, there are some design changes that are apparent in the Pro lineup. So slimmer bezels and overall bigger camera system with the iPad Pro. Pretty much the same goes for the iPhone Pro. You have triple lens camera system opposingly to the 12. Also you have that LiDAR, you have also that stainless steel on the sides, more premium build with the Pro lineup. There's also more weight when it comes to the iPhone Pros compared to the regular models. So that's the main difference, that design. But there are also tons of other differences that we are moving on right now. And the other difference, as I said when talking about the design, is the camera. On iPad Pro, you have the best camera you can have on an iPad. You have standard camera and ultra wide with that LiDAR, which no other iPad has. Again, is it really useful for you? I doubt that, but you have that capability. The camera is more advanced, so that's what Pro gives you. And that is especially true when we are talking about iPhone lineup, because right now they really put a lot of differences to that camera system compared to the regular iPhones. Not only you have telephoto, you have also LiDAR that enables you for better focus and some AR experience that I don't really use. You have that macro lens. The main lens in the camera is a little bit different, a little bit better. Are the results really much better? Not really, but you have that improvements in the camera system. And if you wanna go for the best possible camera, like for example you wanna ProRes, ProRAW, you gotta go with the Pro lineup, because that's where they really put their attention to that camera system. Even with iPad Pro, again, I wanna see more improvements to this camera system with this iPad Pro, because hey, if you are bragging about Pro iPad, if you are bragging about that camera system, why not adding the night mode, for example, to the iPad Pro? But that's the issue for another matter. But again, camera system, pretty important one. Another thing that people really neglect when it comes to comparing the Pro iPads, Pro iPhones, is actually the amount of RAM you have. Notice that I'm not mentioning performance like M1 processor, A15 with 5-core GPU. I'm mentioning RAM specifically. And why is that the case? The case is that whether you go for Pro iPad, Pro iPhone, or the regular iPad, like iPad Air 4 for example, or iPhone 13, all of these devices are gonna be extremely snappy. But where you are gonna see the most of the difference is actually the smoothness of the display that comes with promotion, that now all the Pro iPads and Pro iPhones have, like iPad Pro and iPhone 13 Pro. So the smoothness of the display and the overall better quality of the display, you gotta realize iPad has more brightness, is smoother, iPhone again has more brightness and is smoother thanks to that promotion. And you're gonna notice that, as well as that increased multitasking capabilities with the more RAM on the Pro lineup. Like iPhone 13 Pro has 50% more RAM than the regular 13. And iPad Pro has 8 gigabytes compared to 4 on other iPads except iPad 9, but doesn't matter. The overall amount of RAM is what matters here, which enables you for better multitasking, better overall heavier workloads, and definitely you are gonna notice that. Most people skip that, don't care about that, but if you are moving between that apps, using tons of multitasking, you're definitely gonna appreciate the RAM. So again, don't neglect that, because it seems not important, but it actually may be for you. Just like the speakers, So the Pro lineup, the iPhone 13 Pro, iPad Pro, or even the previous Pro generations have overall better speaker quality compared to like the regular lineups. That's not necessarily true when it comes to like, let's say the regular 13, since the differences may not be noticeable whatsoever. But it's especially true when it comes to iPad Pro lineup, or if you compare the Pro iPhones to like some of the cheaper and older ones like iPhone 11, iPhone SE, you're gonna see a huge amount of differences compared to their speaker quality. iPad Pro has 4 stereo speakers that are really miles better compared to like the other iPads, and iPhone 13 Pro again improves on that quality of sound that you can get out of your speakers compared to the older iPhones and non-Pro iPhones. So that's again another difference that may not seem to be huge for you, but may be great for some. Last but not least is the storage options that you have. Like iPad Pro offers up to 2 terabytes of storage, and now iPhone 13 Pro supports like up to 1 terabyte of storage. And this is the feature that if you wanna have more storage, you gotta go with Pro lineup, because like they offer the most amount of storage. Sure, they are the most expensive, but if you wanna go for the most storage, you wanna have as many files as possible on the local storage, you gotta go with the Pro lineup, since they usually offer better storage when it comes to the base model, like with iPad Pro, not necessarily with the iPhone, since now they increase that with the 13, but with the iPad Pro, other iPads are still rocking 64 gigabytes. Here it's 128 at least in the base model, and then you can go up to like 2 terabytes, which is absolutely insane. So the storage is definitely a big pro for the Pro lineup. Just like there are a lot of pros if you decide to check some of my other videos on this channel. Again, smash the like button if you enjoyed this video. And yeah, these were pretty much the main differences between the iPhone Pro, iPad Pro, and the other non-Pro models. Are they considerable? Are they worth of your attention? Well, some actually are. You know, you gotta decide if these features are really important to you, if they are gonna be game changers to a certain degree. From my personal experience, they pretty much are, because overall they make the overall experience way better than you would have without these features. So I definitely appreciate that complete Pro experience that these Pro models give you. But if you don't care about that, if you just want to use a device, you know, standard models are really great, so you're gonna have no problem with them. It's just if you wanna go for more, you gotta go for these Pro features, and they are definitely gonna pay off. They are definitely gonna give you tons of great experience, just like I hope I gave you with this video. So once again, if you enjoyed, you know what to do, and hopefully until next time.